You got it going on, yeah. Hit me with that summertime. Hey, hey. Hit me with that summertime. Hey, hey. Hit me with that summertime. You got it going on, yeah. Hit me with that summertime. Hey, hey. Hit me with that summertime. Hey, hey. Hit me with that summertime. Summertime.
Oh, I forgot to do that. I need to send that. What for? I forget. Interesting. That's not what I wanted, but interesting. Oh, excuse me.
Push on my foolish pride. I'm out of my mind. I'm down from the end.
Meh.
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 You want to play a couple games?
Meh.
Is that a yes or no?
Meh.
I need to know before I cancel queue. Okay, well, I'll cancel it and you can let me know.
I will. I'll join. Dude, I want that fucking Master Sword. Apparently, like, the stand and the sword came separate. So, in total, well, for, like, American dollars, it was 600. I still want that shit, though. They apparently have a shield, too.
Okay, I want the most random thing ever.
Whoopee.
No, I can get that whenever I want. No. What I want is the Ferris Bueller's Day Off Hot Wheel car, because it's a Fiero.
Oh.
It sounds weird, but I want the Ferris Bueller's Day Off Hot Wheel.
God, I haven't seen Ferris Bueller in ever.
I fucking love Ferris Bueller.
I like Ferris Bueller a lot too. Oh yeah, I could order Jack in the Box right now. Dude, I hate breakfast.
Why?
I'm just not a breakfast person. I prefer like meat, you know? I know breakfast is meat, but I don't like eggs. I hate eggs.
See, and I eat like soft-boiled eggs every day for breakfast.
I hate eggs. Dude.
I'm not like even gonna lie to eat 2 soft-boiled eggs with 2 pieces of toast every morning for breakfast.
I'm not even gonna lie, dude. I'm not a big fan of bacon.
Oh my god, what is wrong with you?
Like, okay, if I ever do have breakfast, I would rather have sausage than bacon. But if I am served bacon, I will eat it. Cause one, I think it's disrespectful if I don't, and two, yeah, that's pretty much it. I just think it's disrespectful if I don't.
I'm
God, I'm
typing this tweet while I remember quick because I need a rant.
I need to go to the bathroom.
Well, I
But
can cancel queue.
No, that's fine. I can hold it.
Okay, it's never good to hold. Go do that while I finish doing this.
No.
It's gonna take me a minute to do this anyway.
And I'm taking a shit, so it's gonna take me like 10. I'll be back.
Okay.
I heard there was a party here.
March! Yeah, I'm just waiting for Smokey to get back because he needs to go poop.
Oh, cool.
How is life? How's the move?
Oh, fuck, it's busy as fuck, man. The move is already done. Like, I moved to my girlfriend's in March?
March moved in March. Sorry, I had to.
Yeah.
I had to.
But I was paying my apartment even though I wasn't living there for a long ass while. I was still paying for it because I didn't know if I had to go back to Montreal.
Jeez, so where did you end up finding a job? What firm did you go with?
Oh, I'm still with the same firm.
Oh, okay, you kept it the same firm.
Yeah.
At least,
It's
you
just-
know, it's comfortable there for you, right? You don't have to, like, up and move and figure out people's new ways of doing shit.
Well, it's also convenient in the sense that I'm able to work from home 100% of the time. And with my girlfriends right now, we're far. I'm guessing you're streaming.
Oh, I am.
Okay, so
So just
We're far.
nonchalantly say what you're saying.
we're far. So and obviously, if you want to work in architecture, you need to go into a hub, a big town, because
Yeah.
generally, even if you're in a remote area and people need architects, they go, like, let's say, let's say you live in, I don't know, Muskoka, for example.
You'd
Well,
have to go to,
probably-
like, Barrie or something.
Well, chances are they're gonna hire architects from Toronto.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
So where did you move to?
I'm not saying that on stream.
Okay, you could set it to be.
Closer to my parents' place,
Okay, well, that's not so bad.
and I'm not that far away from Montreal. So if I need to go on site or whatever, I'm
Yeah, like, your
Able to?
parents' place isn't that far from Montreal to begin with, so I can assume your place wouldn't be.
yeah.
Well, GG, I got some news for you.
Oh yeah.
I do.
What's up?
Court will be in October.
Court?
Court?
Okay, is that a good thing?
For my divorce.
Is that a good thing?
Yes.
Okay.
I've been waiting
Well, I
6
don't
years
know.
for this
Court-
shit.
Well, court could be also a bad thing. Like,
Okay, I've come to the conclusion I don't care. Like, you want to take me to court? You want to try and take me for everything? I got nothing to lose, so go for it.
he's taking you?
Well, we're both kind of taking each other. Because we're both, like, what's happening is we're fighting over the house. They're fighting over the car. And I know this is stream, whatever, but I could give two shits if my ex lurks in here and sees this and reports it back to his lawyer, because it's nothing new. But,
Well, if you want to have that conversation off stream at some point, we can do that.
yeah,
too,
it might be
like-
better.
Yeah.
It's
I
harder
just don't
to
want-
explain on stream without putting guilt on people. If that
Yeah,
makes sense.
So, yeah.
Yes.
So just
Let's do
we can have that conversation later. No problem. I don't
And
want
the
you
other
to
good
get
thing, there's what other good thing? My dad found me a Fiero.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Oh.
He's like, I know you've been missing your Fiero, because, like, right now, I'm, like, Depresso Espresso, because, like, I see all of my, like, car friends going to their car shows and shit like that. Like, these are things we would do together, right?
Yeah.
So, like, I feel like a piece of me has been, like, ripped apart, and I don't feel like I'll ever get that back, kind of thing. And he happened to come across a Fiero up near where Trish lives, and it's like
Who's Trish? Just
my
for
friend,
context?
my friend Trish, who's
Okay.
my brother's baby mama.
Okay.
Make sense now?
Yeah.
Yeah. So up near where she lives, there was a guy who's had a white Fiero parked there for a couple years now. It looks to be in good shape. Don't know, like, anything about the underside or anything like that because he hasn't gone to look at it yet. But the
Okay.
guy wants $1,800 for it. And that's, like, cheap right now, considering you can't even get a scrap Fiero for, like, less than $2.
Yeah,
He probably just
I'm
wants to,
actually
like,
wondering what the market is for Fiero.
Oh, I have been keeping an eye on the market on Fieros. But that's just because, I want my Fiero back, right? So right now, for a Fiero in the condition that my Fiero was in, like the 87 GT, the silver one, that
Mhm.
my ex currently has, that
Yeah.
one there, in the way, like the condition it was, because the only thing that needed to be done on it at this point was the interior, like the headliner and the seats.
Mhm.
And, either wrapped or paint jobbed, but that's typical for any Fiero at this point. But,
Unless it has been recently
yeah.
painted.
But for the condition of my car, I had a guy here in Brantford before my ex took it from me offer me 10 grand for my car.
Holy fucking shit.
My car was only appraised at 5.
Whoa.
My car was only appraised at 5 for insurance. But he
No, but
literally
I see that right now, like,
he literally came to my house with $10,000 in cash and offered to buy it from me, and I'm like, if I weren't going through a divorce, it might be very tempting. But unfortunately, I'm going through a divorce, so I can't say yes because it's not my car officially.
no, but I'm going on fucking Auto Trader and shit like that, and they're starting at like $5,000,
Yep.
going up to 10.
And if you look at some of those $5,000 cars, they're heaps of junk. My friend in up north, he owns 4 Fieros, and he's been restoring them slowly for his kids. And the way he looks at it is, it's a 2-seater car. My kids will only be able to have one person distracting them instead of a whole back seat.
Yeah.
That's nice.
So he's been restoring these cars, for years now. And he has one car that was his, and he did an amazing job restoring it. It had like this metallic burnt orange that he painted it. He dropped an LS into it. Like, he did a lot of work. The interior was done nice. It was all like the leather with nice stitching, and like it looks really good. You want to know how much he just sold it for? And this is an 85 SE. It's not even a GT.
15.
He sold it for $17,000.
Yeah, that's fucking insane.
And that was his personal Fiero.
Like 10 years ago, no chance. There was no fucking chance you could get a
10 years
Fiero
ago, I bought
sold.
my Fiero that I drove for years for $800. My parts, my scrap Fiero that I had for parts, it cost me $4.
Yeah, I got mine for $400 US.
Like, the
Now,
price is
granted.
ridiculous. Now, because of that Fast and Furious movie and them planting a freaking jet engine on the back of the freaking Fiero, that's the only reason why people have gotten into Fieros, and they're hard to come by now. And then when you do find them, they're expensive, and if they're cheap, there's something really wrong with them. Like,
Yeah, man.
it's like, my dad has been looking for a Fiero for me because he knows I'm missing that void in my life. Like, Thursday, Friday, I'd be out there washing my car, detailing it, cleaning it, making it look good. That was my thing. I go to a show on a Saturday. Now I don't have that. So he's been keeping his eye out. He found one up north near Owen Sound, Walkerton area. The guy wants $4,000. But in all honesty, the car is in mint condition. It's original paint. There's no rips and tears in the seats that are all original. Like, the whole car is completely original, one owner. But he wants $4,000.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
So there could be a potential either a Fiero or another vehicle sued. And then I've got to figure out how to park fucking 4 cars in our small driveway.
Bust a Peter Griffin on top of each other.
Oh, and another news thing, Jay got a new job.
Yeah. Where does he work? You didn't even tell me.
He's working for a company called CMR. I will advertise CMR. Go use them. They're great. They're awesome. They do great work.
What
But
do they do?
they install. They're installers. They do all your installs for appliances and stuff.
Gee willikers. Do
And they even do the
install
special. They
heat?
even do like the special panels to make your fridge or your dishwasher look like the rest of your kitchen.
I'm trying to promote. Hang on.
Like
Uh,
he starts that job, I think, the second week or third week of July. And he's working with his soon-to-be brother-in-law, so it's going to be more like a family business than anything.
cool.
Interesting.
He gets his own work vehicle, his brother-in-law. I'm just going to call him his brother-in-law because they're almost married. They get married in September anyway. But his brother-in-law is dropping the van, like the van that he bought for Jay off the weekend after he gets back from doing training with him. So he doesn't even have to go pick the van up. Doesn't have to buy any of the tools required for the job. Literally, Chris is supplying him with everything. And the van he's got is a 2019, so it's not even a piece of shit. Like... So then we have to figure out how to park a work van, my car, his car, and if this Fiero comes through, or this other car that I'm not mentioning yet
Yeah,
until
you
I
guys
know.
are gonna
There's gonna be
fucking
4
run out of
cars.
space.
Well, it's a shared driveway, right? It's not so bad for me because if I got the Fiero or the other car that me and my dad are looking at, I can put it between the houses and leave it there. It's fine because it doesn't get driven all the time, right?
Okay.
And my neighbors, they usually keep their Ford in the driveway even when Jay's there because they don't use it. So in reality, if it's a car that's not getting used, it can be kind of parked in the driveway but at the back of it. And we're just rotating out like the front vehicles. So it's not so bad. Like we have a really good arrangement with our neighbors, so I'm not worried about parking. It's a lot of vehicles for 2 people, like 4 vehicles for 2 people.
Yeah, it's a lot. Think
But-
about selling one. Honestly.
How much are you thinking of selling one for? Does it run? How much work does it need? Do I need to come and look at it? You knew I was going to ask you this.
Sorry. What?
I said you knew I was going to ask you this. When can I come see it? How much do you want for it? And does it run?
If what runs?
The Fiero you're thinking of selling.
Oh, no. I'm thinking about... I'm saying you think about selling one of your cars.
Oh, I thought you were thinking of selling one of yours, and I'm like, I'll be down there in a couple weeks just to look at it if I need to.
Well, to be honest, I'm thinking about fucking... Yeah, I'm thinking about selling one.
Because you own 2.
No, I own 2 cars. One Fiero, one
No, I
Focus.
thought you owned 2 Fieros. Maybe
No,
I was thinking
no.
of like your dad and your mom.
No. We have a bunch of Fieros.
Yeah, well, I know you guys have the bunch of Fieros. Basically, everybody in your family has one.
Some people in my family have more than one.
Well,
But
that's
yeah, I mean,
neither
if
here
you
nor
want
there.
a project car, I could talk to my parents, but I don't know what the price would be.
Okay, tell your parents, literally explain to your parents, I went through a divorce, my ex took my car, it was my baby. Like, it was literally my little, like, light of hope at the end of the tunnel. I look at the car, it make me happy. You tell them that, and tell them I'm looking for a new Fiero. I will literally drive down there and look at it. I will bring my dad along with me. Hell, he'll think it's fun. We'll go on a little road trip. Like, I'm not scared of work. I put a lot of blood, sweat, and tears into the first Fiero. I'm quite sure I can do that again.
We have an Indy 84.
Ooh.
Well, actually, we have two indies.
Yeah, one's your
an
mom's.
84.
One's your mom's,
and
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were the first one. Obviously, it was 4-cylinder manual. When we went to I can't remember if it was the 25th or the 30th anniversary, but we got the powertrain out because my mom is short, she has trouble using the clutch. So instead, we swapped it for a stock V6 with automatic.
Yeah, that's what was in basically my Fiero.
Yeah. So we got an Indy with that, and then eventually my dad got a frame from a guy in like, was it Sherbrooke? Somewhere far in Quebec. Anyways, he acid dipped the frame, so there's nothing. Like there's nothing on that car.
So it's a blank fucking canvas.
Yep. And the
Wow.
frame was good. So the idea was to take all the good parts of the indies,
And
because
make
we
one.
also received the parts in boxes, and the idea was to like
So let me
build
guess,
that.
the parts are still in boxes.
Yeah, but to be honest, we don't even know if we have all the parts or not.
I'm
Um,
willing to take a challenge and try and put a car back together. I mean, I've done it once. Took
But,
me
like-
a while, but I think I can do it again.
but like, there's nothing. Like-
Oh no, okay, so I had one of my first cars that I ever had was a Daytona. I had an 85 Daytona.
Okay.
It was the GT, or not GT style, it was 85 Daytona Turbo.
Okay.
Fucking love that car. But in order for me to drive that car, I literally had to take every single thing out of the car. Engine, everything. Because nobody could figure out why the fuck the thing couldn't run. Like, everything was working, batteries connected, it's showing it's working, but it wouldn't run. And when it did run, it'd run for like 5 minutes and die. So we literally took everything out of the car.
Did you know what was wrong with it?
Yeah, we had a bad sensor that was hidden behind a fuse box. Like, you wouldn't have known it was there. And it didn't even show up in any of the repair manuals or anything that there was even a fucking sensor back there.
That's so dumb.
It's the Fiero. Look at the Fiero too. The Fiero has hidden little fucking shit all over it. And no two cars are the same.
Yeah.
But like,
Well,
it took me
Fiero
9
manual
months.
is pretty extensive though.
It took me 9 months to rebuild that Daytona. And that thing ran like a fucking beaut. I love that car.
It ran like a
And
brick.
then a deer. And then the deer hit it. And that was the end of that car. No more car would have kept to that.
Yeah, that kind of sucks.
But like, I'm not worried about putting work in. I don't care about getting my hands dirty or any of that shit. For God's sakes, my other Fiero, I had to go get stitches because of it.
No, well, it's not like I have no doubts. It's just when a car is to its bare frame, it's a task.
Oh,
like, it
I'm
takes
very
a
well aware
long
it's
ass
a
time
task.
to rebuild everything.
Fun little fact about me, I helped my dad fully restore a Judge GTO. We're talking everything was pulled out, did the same thing, acid dipped everything, like cleaned everything out, powder coated it all. Like, we're talking, there was nothing but an empty shell with no panels on it when we took that car apart and started redoing it. It took us 3 years, but we finally finished it in 3 years. There's something rewarding, like for me, there's something rewarding about having a car and fixing it and getting it running and getting it going and then learning about all the little quirks it has. Like with my car, it revved a little higher. My RPMs were always set a little higher, but if I set it down to where it should be, it would stall out all the time. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you figure shit out as you go.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that was my thing with the Fiero. Like, I had something I could just go into working on my car or doing simple things to, like, you know, having to replace my bearings and shit. I miss doing that. And, like, I had my Mini just randomly stop in the middle of the road. I opened the engine, I looked at it, and I went, I'm fucking clueless with this shit. Give me an old engine? Perfect. I can fucking
Yeah.
figure it out or jerry rig it to get me home. But a new car? I don't know what to do with it.
Yep. And that's something I missed. Like, I was at some point I got stuck on the side of the road with my Fiero, and I had a toolkit behind my back seat.
I think every
And I just,
Fiero
like,
owner
popped
has
the
like their
fucking
little
trunk.
toolkit.
I just fucking popped the trunk, start dismantling shit, trying to figure out what the problem is.
Nothing is as bad as, like, one of my quirks on my car that we could never get to work right is my map sensors would overheat. I don't know if you had that problem in your car, but
Nope.
my map sensors, after like 2 hours of driving, would just fail. And on a hot day, you're fucked. But
Yeah, it's a bit odd.
I came home from a car show. I'm not worried about saying the car show on here because it's a fairly big car show. People come in from the States and stuff. The Creemore Valley Classics. Or the Kettle Copper is what it used to be called. And
Okay.
I was coming home from there, and from where I lived at the time, it was like a 45-minute drive, not a long drive. But it was one of the hottest days in the fucking summer that year. Like, we're talking like 45 to 47 for the heat. Made it 10 minutes away from the town I lived in, and the fucking thing died. And I'm like, ah, shit. So, you know, I open up the trunk. I know automatically what's wrong with it. It's a stupid fucking map sensor again, because it's always a goddamn map sensor. So I climb in. I'm short enough where I can climb into the trunk, and literally I'm sitting on it like it's a seat.
Yep.
With, you know, my hands in there getting all dirty, trying to, like, get the little fucking screw out for the map sensor so I can pull it and put a new map sensor in and make it home. A guy stops on the side of the road, and he's like, do you need any help? I looked at him, I'm like, no, I'm fine. He's like, are you sure? And I'm like, yeah, I'm pretty sure. I know my car pretty well. He's like, it looks like you're struggling there. I literally looked at the guy, and I'm like, dude, I know what's wrong with my fucking car. Leave me alone. I'm like, thank you for offering for help, but I know what I'm doing. Like, I feel like people automatically assume women don't know shit. I'm sorry, I knew more about that fucking car than most people know about that fucking car. It's mind-boggling. Just leave me be. Obviously, I know what's wrong with it if I'm sitting there and I'm covered in grease. I literally kept a stash of map sensors in my trunk.
Yeah, that's a bit odd. I honestly never heard of that problem.
Well, I think what the problem was, you know when you look at your trunk, you got that little blower that blows right over your map sensor and your coil?
Yep.
That it's like, and it looks like just a small little tube, and it's like cut off weird.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know exactly the one that you're talking about.
I'm pretty sure the pump that's on the other end that's supposed to help with the airflow going through, I'm pretty sure that thing was
fan?
fucking Kaputski. And
You're
it's
talking about the fan?
yeah. My fan would work. My fan worked, but my fan worked weirdly. My fan would only work if I had my AC on. If I didn't have my AC on, my fan would never kick on at all and it would overheat. Go figure that one.
Well, maybe you just had a fan switch problem. But then again, why?
No, we
why
replaced
didn't
it.
your engine overheat?
We replaced the fan switch. We even replaced the whole fucking fan.
That's
And we
weird.
even replaced all the clips to go to the fan because some of them just looked bad. Like, you know, when something looks like, yeah, it'll work, but it probably won't work for long kind of thing.
Mhm.
So we spliced all the wires, replaced all of that, made sure all the wires were hooked up correctly, and I pulled a fan out of another Fiero because it was rear-ended, so the front end was fine. And still had the same problem. you could see my temperature just slowly climbing, and then you would never hear it come on. But you turn on the AC, and whether it was low or high, it didn't fucking matter. My fan would kick on, even though I don't have a working AC in my car because my AC condenser's seized.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It just activates your.
It's just weird. There should be no reason why turning my AC on makes my fan work. My fan should come on automatically based on my temperature. Right?
No. Yes, but no. What happens, and it's been a while, and I can't really tell you about the trunk one, but I think they're all triggered by the same fan switch, which is on the top of your engine.
Yeah, it's like
and the
that.
way
It's
that
like that little weird shape thing.
Yeah, the way
Yeah.
that it works is basically you only have one wire going in.
And there's like 3
And-
coming out.
What?
And there's like 3 wires coming out of that.
No, you just have one wire. It plugs on top of the fan switch.
Huh.
And then what happens with the actual fan switch is that when it gets up to the temperature, it connects to the ground, meaning that whatever your pin, your one wire is a positive,
And the other one's your negative.
and
your
the
ground.
circuit is open when your car is cold. When it gets hot,
It should
then
close.
connects to the other side of the switch, so the circuit is closed, and
Yeah.
then it grounds your wire, which then starts the fans.
Yeah,
and
mine
this
never did
is-
that.
Yeah, this is for your radiator, but it also acts the same way for your trunk blower, because I think they're on the same circuit, and they're told like when you're getting warm, start the fan.
Yeah,
Now the
it's
thing is,
fucking weird.
when you have AC, as soon as you have AC, your condenser, no, your condenser is tied to the engine.
Yes, it's tied to the side of the edge on the left side.
Yeah, what is the name of your radiator for the AC? Is it also called a radiator?
As far as I know.
Okay, I just have it. I just had a blank. Anyways, that is in front of your actual radiator. So as soon as you start the AC, it automatically starts all the fans because they're on the same circuit, and it also starts your radiator fan because it needs to cool off the radiator for the condenser,
Yeah.
for the AC. So people who have fan switch problems and have AC can just override their fan switches by just starting the AC, and it should automatically start the fan.
Maybe that's what somebody did before we bought it.
I know
It's
in
just
my
like
car there
I
was
know
that
they
problem.
probably just spliced out that line, basically deleted that one piece to get it to work.
Yeah, I know in my car, I literally had a switch beside the cigarette lighter, and it was to start the fan because
Now-
the fan wouldn't work on
See,
its own.
that's what we were thinking of doing in the Fiero to begin with, because we had the fan problem and I would rather be able to control my fan. And we were thinking of just putting like a little toggle switch in to turn it
Yeah.
on and off. Because it just makes no sense. And when I talked to the guy here in town that works on Fieros, because he works on like 4 or 5 Fieros here in town. He's the go-to Fiero guy. He says if I wanted working AC in that car, it's gonna cost me $5,000.
Yeah, well, I don't know the prices.
Five
now,
fucking
but-
grand. Sorry, Bean. We're just discussing cars because I don't get to do this very often. It was cheaper
$5
for
grand
me.
Okay.
seems like a lot.
that's what I said too. And he's like, yeah, but there's very few pieces that I can get to put into that car that will work. And
yeah,
like
but
he's been a mechanic and working on Fieros for as long as he can remember.
but did he check what was wrong with it though?
It all depends. He's had different problems with different Fieros that he's worked on over the years.
I don't
Like,
know. It,
I
it seems
know-
like
I
a
know
fucking
in
big
mine-
assumption.
I know in mine the diaphragm. You know the diaphragm that sits on it? The rubber
No.
piece?
The diaphragm. Oh, no.
Yeah, it's on your AC piece that's in the back.
The
If you have-
diaphragm
if
that you
you-
have back
the-
there is for the Well, you have two diaphragms which I know of. You have the EGR tube, which is unrelated. It's about the
No.
vacuum.
That's nothing what I'm talking about.
And the other diaphragm that I know of is again for the plug to the vacuum, and it's used for cruise control.
Oh, see, I was told it was for AC, and so did my book. Because I know that my diaphragm is cracked, and it doesn't work the way it should. So I've never attempted to use the cruise control on my car. I know I have it, I've just never attempted to use it.
Yeah, if it's cracked though, it's a bit weird because if you have a vacuum leak, then you would have the red hot cherry manifold and all
Nope.
type of problems.
Never had any of those. Yeah, I've
So
had
maybe
my
it's
car
just the
like
housing that cracked, but it's not actually leaking vacuum.
I know, like, the car, it was famous for, like, overheating if you were driving on, like, ridiculously hot days without stopping. But I've never had, like, my manifolds glow red. Like, no.
Okay.
No. Nowhere near. It just, like, you open it, and it's just fucking pure heat coming out of the car.
Yeah, but they are engines that runs hot.
Yeah. And, like, we were also thinking back in the day when, before I had the car taken, that what we were gonna do was, fuck, I forgot what I was gonna say. Well, that wasn't worth my time, apparently. Apparently my memory was like, fuck you, you don't need to know whatever you need to know. But, like, there's just, oh yeah, that's what it was. We were gonna put a second mini coolant radiator in.
Or what?
What do you mean for what? To cool the fucking car down so it wasn't so fucking hot all the time.
What I did actually is I got the Champion radiator. Have you heard of that mod?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's one of the more expensive ones.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Like if you're swapping for a 38 supercharged or LS or whatever you want that for cooling. But yeah, that's what I went for, and fuck, I don't regret it.
Well, I mean, in all reality, like, I was gonna get the brake lines done and get the brakes, like, nice and new, because the ones that I had in there I pulled out of a parts car because it was better than the ones I had.
Uh-huh.
And at that time, I couldn't find fucking brake pads for the car because people apparently were doing all their cars from that year.
Yeah.
And, like, my brakes are pure sponge. Jay drove it once, and he's like, you literally have to, like, put your foot all the way down on the fucking brake pedal. And I'm like, yeah, I need to replace the brake lines. It's never been done. But I wanted to replace them with the braided brake lines so they'll last basically forever.
Oh, braided brake lines? Fuck. It makes such a huge difference on those cars.
And that's
Such a huge difference.
And that was, like, one thing I was willing to do, because the guy quoted
Yep.
me. He's like, it'll be about $600, and that's including all the lines, because you have to
What?
pay a little bit more for the lines.
What? No.
Yeah, that's what he
Do
told
you know
me.
how to swap them yourself?
I can swap them myself, yeah.
You have a brake bleeder?
Yep.
Do it yourself. Fuck. What are they, like $80 per pair? $90 per pair?
If you
So you're
want,
like
I
250 plus
I
with
wanted
taxes of
to
parts.
I wanted to get the teal colored ones to match like the color scheme of my car,
Oh,
and it would have cost 120 a pair,
well
which
then.
still is not that bad.
Yeah, but still, like $600.
That's what he said to do it himself, and I'm like, okay. He quoted me $1,200 to $1,500 to rebuild the top end of my engine. I don't think that's a bad price because I needed all new gaskets on that top end of the engine.
Oh no. Well, okay. It depends what he was rebuilding.
It's
If he's just
basically a whole
replacing
upper end.
gaskets?
No, it's the whole upper part that he's rebuilding and replacing my gaskets. It would have cost
Yeah,
me
but
$1,200.
what was he rebuilding? Like the head?
Yep, my heads.
That's it.
Yep, my heads,
Heads,
and
valves, and
gaskets.
because he's not touching the cam.
Nope.
'cause he can't. Maybe the lifters, but then again, if you don't change the cam, it's a bit weird.
But that's what he quoted me was 1,200, and I'm like, I feel like I could get a full engine rebuilt for me less than like $4,000.
Nope. Sorry. Fuck. When I did my rebuild, my V6, it was maybe in 2014, 2015. And out of memory, I think it cost me close to $3,000. And we rebuilt everything. And we assembled it ourselves. So it didn't cost me anything in labor except for the machining work. And of course, like the price got higher now. So that should give you
Yeah, but
an
still,
idea.
I'm sitting here. Okay, you know how I felt about my Fiero, and you know how I felt like it needed to stay as original as possible, with a side flare of me essentially. But like when it came to rebuilding that engine, I wanted to keep it original. Like, yeah, I could go and I could get a fucking crate engine and I could drop it in and it'd be cheaper, but I want to keep it original to the car. Because that's the one thing my car had going for it was all my VINs matched. I was a complete car. And for a Fiero, that's rare. Because 9 times out of 10, people pull the 6s out, they'll drop LSs in it, or freaking whatever they choose to mod it to a point where it's stupid.
Either that or me, like I go through like 3 V6s because they all spun bearings.
Yeah, exactly.
Those engines were fucking bad for that.
But like I have hopes. Like I really do have hopes that I can have at least some sort of a car back. And it's funny, like I'm probably the only girl you'll ever meet that'll just sit in her driveway and all weekend changing out her bearings, putting her bearings back in. Oh, it looks like it needs a little rubber coating in the wheel wells. Let's spray that up. Like,
No, there's definitely some girls who like doing that shit.
not
It's
where I'm
just-
from. Literally, kid you not, I was the only chick in town who could sit there and talk cars. That's why I got along so great with all the guys. Like, one of my friends, I helped him do, I know it sounds like cliche because you gotta remember the time that we grew up, but he had a Honda Civic, but he had the, like full trunk, like a trunk, not like the hatchback style. And he souped the shit out of that, and I kid you not, that's where I learned how to do 90% of the crap I have done on cars over the years. I can install a complete new sound system in a car. Yes, it'll take me like 10 hours, but when I do it, I take all the carpets out, I take the seats out, I basically leave nothing in there that is going to interrupt my work. And when I put everything back together, my carpets and everything, gotta hide all those wires, because I fucking hate seeing wires.
It's actually what I'm doing right now. I'm searching for parts for my car sound system.
Oh my god. Are you gonna do it yourself or somebody else can install it?
No, I'm doing it myself.
When you do it, please call me. I'll come down and help you. Like, I legit miss working on cars and shit. Like, I should have been a mechanic. I mean, I'm a mechanic's daughter. I should have just went and been a mechanic.
I don't know. It's different. It's different because when it's your work, you don't really do that for your leisure. Like, it kind of ruins
Yeah.
it most of the time.
I enjoyed installing car stereos. I had a lot of fun doing it. Hell, I'm in a magazine for it. The Lonely
stereos are
Canadian.
fun.
The Lonely Canadian from some small town 90% of the people haven't heard of was in a magazine that was sold across the world. My face was seen by people in Europe and they didn't even know who I was.
Well, that's also what's cool about, like, I don't know.
That was
Just,
cool, like, what?
local talent can be anywhere, basically.
Well, it's true. Like, there is a guy that I go to car shows with. Well, I used to go to Summer Showdown with him every year. And he's got more of like a tuner car, but it's not like, oh my god, it looks like a piece of shit tuner car. Like, it's done nicely.
Mhm.
And he's probably put like 60 grand into his car. We're talking, he's spent more money than what the car's worth into it. This is his baby.
Well, my Fiero is like that.
That's what my Fiero was like too, and now I don't even have that. Like, I'm missing a piece of me. Like, there's a huge piece of me missing right now. But he lives in a town, as much as I hate saying this name because I fucking hate this name so much. He lives in a town outside of Brantford called Troy. Now, he is the best goddamn fucking stereo mechanic I have ever fucking seen in my life. And I mean, he puts professionals to shame when he sits there and puts his time into it. Like, the systems he has made in people's cars are ridiculous. And I'm a stereo person. Like, I've always been into car stereos. So, like, when you're running, like, 220s in the back of a Kia and you're making it work and not blowing out the back window, you know you're doing something right. But he builds, like, all the custom boxes, everything. He's like, if I take a car and I'm doing the stereo in it, I tell them to come pick it up the following week because it gives me all week to do it. Like, he should have literally started his own business, but he's just one of those backyard mechanics. That, you know, his dad knew how to do it and his dad showed him kind of thing. Kind of like me. I would never be stranded on the side of the road completely clueless. Because I at least have some mechanical knowledge. Thanks to having a mechanic for a dad.
Yeah, fuck. It's so interesting because when I went to university, there were so many people who were they were smart. Like, they were very intelligent. And then you're talking about, like, what do you do if your car breaks down? You're in the middle of nowhere.
Your phone's
And
not
you have
working.
a flat tire. And they're like, I call CAA or whatever,
Yeah,
Uh,
whatever company
yeah.
it is that, you know,
Boeing or whatever. And I'm
yeah.
like, no, you're in the boonies. You
no
don't
phone
have
service.
a cell phone.
No phone
What do you
service.
Like, holy shit, I don't fucking know.
I was driving back from a friend's place. This is back when I lived up north still. And I was in the Fiero. And I seen this elderly couple on the side of the road. You could see that they had a blown tire. I pulled up beside them. I rolled down my window and I'm like, do you guys need any help? The guy looked at me and he's like, you know, for as old as I am, I can't remember how to change a tire. He's like, I haven't had to change a tire on the side of the road in like 20 plus years. And I'm like, I can help you if you want. He's like, would you really? And I'm like, yeah, no problem. I did the whole fucking thing, obviously. But he was like, you know, it's really good to see that the younger generation at least knows how to do the small things in case of emergencies. And I'm like, you'd be surprised how many people I know that don't know how to do it.
Yeah. Well, most people today don't know how to do it.
Hell, I didn't know how to change my own oil. Do I change my oil? No, fuck no, because it's a lot of work.
Oh, I do.
Up here, it seems to be cheaper to change your oil at a shop than do it yourself. Except for me, because I found out if I did my own oil change on my Mini, it'll cost me like $80, but if I go into the shop to do it, it's going to cost me $160.
Yeah, for me the difference is if I do it at the shop, it's gonna cost me like $80. And if I do it myself, it costs me like 70 something. But I get a much better quality of oil.
Yeah.
So instead of going like a hybrid, half mineral, half synthetic, I can go full synthetic.
That's exactly what me and Jay do with both of our cars, because my car, it's got the BMW motor in it. It says to put synthetic in it. I can't put anything but synthetic. Jay's Mazda 3, it says right on the friggin', you know, the little thingy-majiggy, it says only use synthetic oil. So both of our cars are already running the more expensive oil.
Mhm.
But in all fairness, if you take good care of a car, it'll last you forever. Well, you know, as forever could be. And
Well,
I
you
say
take
this,
really
I say
good
this.
care of your car, and
I
then somebody crashed into you, and you're
So
fucked.
when I went and got my house appraised, I noticed my ex's car, right? First time I've ever seen his new car. It's a 2019 Nissan Altima in white. I don't know why people fucking pick white, but whatever. Now, my Mini is an 09. My Mini is way older than what his car is. He's
Mhm.
got rust all down the back hatch of his car for an 09. For an 09. Or for, sorry, not for an 09. For a 2019. Rust already on your car. Mine's an 09. I have one piece of rust on it. And that's because somebody scratched my car. Go figure. 10 years difference and mine still looks better than his does. And mine's older. Like, just shit in general is fucking crazy. I don't understand how the quality of vehicles just goes down so much as the fucking years go on. I know I'm ranting. But, you want to know the other car that I had my dad looking at?
What?
When he told me, he's like, I'm going to look at a car for you. I'm not going to tell you what it is or anything yet because I want to see the condition before I get your hopes up. I'm like thinking to myself, okay, that's random, but okay. He went and looked at a 95 Lotus Elise.
Oh, I was gonna say an Elise, but then I'm like, those are way too expensive.
This one's not as expensive as you think it is. It's a little out of the price that he wanted to pay for a car for me. Because me and him worked on the Fiero together to begin with. So this is not just my project, this is his. And he's like, the guy wanted 16 grand. Which, I told him, I'm like, pardon me? He's like, 16 grand. I'm like, that's cheap. And he's like, what do you mean? I'm like, I was looking at a 94 Elise in Scarborough, and the guy wanted 26 for it.
Yeah, like you tried to search for an Elise, and they're all like $50,000 to $100,000.
And then that's all depending on like the condition and the miles and shit too on it,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And
So
I
like
told
I'm
him,
actually
like,
fucking surprised. If a Fiero is worth fucking $10,000 and then Lotus Elise is worth 16, I'm
well,
I'm
see,
surprised.
there's one problem with this car. Well, there's a couple things. Currently, there's no dash in it,
Okay.
which, okay, that's not so bad. You can find a scrap Lotus at almost any scrapyard because people drive like maniacs with them and crash them. And hope the dash didn't fucking get fucked in it. You can get one fabricated to the way you want it. That's not a big deal. It's missing seats. Okay, still not a big deal. I could put racing seats into it. I could put Lotus seats into it if I wanted to find some off eBay or something like that. Not a big deal. But guess what it's missing? It's missing a very, very, very big component to run. It's got the engine.
Okay, I was gonna say the engine.
It's missing the whole shifter. It's a
Weird.
standard. It's missing the whole shifter and, the shifting mount that goes underneath it. It's missing the whole piece all the way back into your transmission.
That's weird.
And I'm thinking to myself, how the fuck does that just be the one piece the car doesn't have? Yeah, it needs, a touch up on paint and shit like that, but whatever, that is what it is. But even like the headliner and stuff, and it was in mint condition. It was just missing seats and a dashboard, and it ran. They drove it around the parking lot of the building that was there. He sat on a milk crate to test drive it, and he rigged up the fucking shifter with a fucking pliers and a fucking giant ass rod to pinch everything together just so he could shift it to see if it would shift. It shifts. But you need the whole shifter itself, that whole piece that goes right into the shifting box. And I have no idea where the fuck I would even look for something like that. And if I can find one, what kind of price am I looking at? Because this is a Lotus. And is there another company that made the same style of shifter that I can put into it that may be cheaper? Because, we can shove Corvette parts onto a Fiero with a little bit of adjustment. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I told him, I'm like, if you could figure out how to get those missing pieces and get the thing to work, it's only got 150K on it. Which is low. And for a 95, anyway, it's low. Not a spot of rust on it. Like, this thing looks immaculate. It's just missing really weird, random pieces. Okay, so what? It's missing the rear view mirror. I can get a rear view mirror and put one in easily. That's not hard. But the Lotus, I even told him, I'm like, if you could get that Lotus, I would take the Lotus over the Fiero. I'm sorry,
Oh,
I
of
love my
course.
Fiero, but it's a Lotus.
Yeah. And it's probably gonna have better resale value too.
Once it's done, it would have way better resale value. Because a fully redone Lotus Elise for a 95 year, it's going right now between like 60 and 80K. You pick that up for friggin' 16, if you can work them down to say 14, you say pick it up for 14, you're getting a huge chunk of profit. You sink maybe 20 grand into it. Still, look at all the profit you're making from it. I would never sell it, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. It's also more of a collectible item than
It's more of a showpiece.
the
It's
other
the-
will.
It's like you put it in your driveway, you drive it around the block every now and then, or you turn to whoever your partner is and say, hey, let's go to the beach. You drive down to the beach in it, kind of thing. Take it to shows, but you don't just drive it every day. It's literally just a showy car. And you can see a Lotus Elise coming a mile away. You can just tell by the curves of it, by the way it just looks
also
at
how
you.
fucking small it is.
But it's funny. Have you ever been in a Lotus?
No.
Okay, so
I heard
was
they're
in
very big on the inside and very small on the outside.
exactly.
Disproportionately so.
I took my Fiero to a car show in Bracebridge, and
Oh my god. Okay. I know that
and
place.
yeah, well, Bracebridge, everybody knows Bracebridge. I only went because my mom lived there at the time, so I stayed there for the night instead of having to drive home because heat all day, walking around. Drove there to begin with, don't want to drive home kind of thing. But I went to it, and as the show was ending and stuff, a guy comes up to me. He's like, "Oh my god, I love your car." He's like, "It is like the cutest car I've ever seen." And I was the only Fiero there, and there was supposed to be 2 other Fieros that were pre-registered but never showed. And I'm just, talk to him about it. I'm like, "So are you just, here to see the cars, or do you got a car in here yourself?" He's like, "Oh yeah, I got this car," and he points, and it's a Lotus Elise. And I'm like,
Mhm.
this is the first time I've ever got to see one, like up close in person kind of thing. I'm looking at it, and I'm like, this car is fucking gorgeous. Like, if it were a diamond, it'd be the shiniest diamond kind of thing. And he's like, "Oh, well, here, sit in it." I sat in it, and I'm like, this is way fucking roomier than what you would fucking think it is. He's like, "Here, take it for a drive." I looked at him, I'm like, "Really?" He's like, "Yeah." He's like, "Leave me your keys, though, for collateral." So I left him his keys, left my keys, drove around the block, came back, and I'm like, oh my god. I'm like, I need one of these in my life. So he gets in my car, and he's driving it around the parking lot, and he's like, "I like that you're nice and stretched out." He's like, it gives me the same feeling that you get in the Lotus, because in the Lotus, it's like a comfortable stretch out, the perfect pitch on your back and everything. Like, it was a complete different driving experience. So ever since I've been in one, drove one, I want one. Although, I will never drive Tim Horton's death car again. Great car. I wish the guy told me Tim Horton fucking died in it. And then I was like, "How did you restore the car when that car was totaled?" And he said, "You only need to have 40% of the car to restore it in order to classify it as who I'm classifying it under." Interesting.
Yeah.
The Pantera is a really cool car, but it's a fucking big car. Like, when you get in it, it feels like you're driving like a Lamborghini. Like, it's just so
Which car?
long.
Which car are you talking about?
Tim Horton's death car, the Pantera.
Oh, yeah. Well, they're not the same style.
Well, no, they're not the same style, but what I'm saying is, like, the bulkiness of it, like, when you get into a Lamborghini, it feels bulky. Like, it feels
I
like
don't
a
know.
big car.
Never went into a Lamborghini.
I know too many car people because I've been in one. Actually, it's funny, there's a guy that lives in Aurelia. He owns a Fiero as well as a Lamborghini. He bought the Lamborghini for a present for his son, and his son never liked the cars, or not the Lamborghini, the Fiero, and his son never liked it, so he kept the Fiero for himself. It's funny because when they go to car shows, he drives the Lamborghini and she drives the Fiero. He's like, if anything, it saved those long, annoying trips to go to car shows and stuff, because now we drive in 2 separate cars. Oh, so funny. I miss my car shows. I don't think you guys understand how bad I miss my car shows.
We are constantly discussing some of the natures of women.
Turn your crap down.
No,
I'm streaming on Twitch.
that's fine. We've been talking about cars for an hour.
Oh, I can't help it. I can't help it. It's March. And
Don't blame this shit on me.
no, I'm not blaming it on you. I'm blaming it on the fact that you're like one of like 4 people I can talk to about cars in Discord.
I don't know why. I thought you meant the month March, and I was just like, oh, it's fucking June.
Wow. But
Yep. I haven't been here for too long.
well, NetVet, he just joined back onto Discord. He drives a Fiero as well, and he's sad right now because his Fiero's His Fiero's at the hospital. He
How
he needs to get his brake lines done.
Oh.
He's doing what I want to do is get the braided ones. That's what he's upgrading to.
Yeah, that's fucking day and night.
Well, I think I think my brake lines were the problem to why my calipers weren't working properly. Because I could get my front ones to work great and amazing, but I could not get my fucking back ones to fucking clamp down all the way. They clamp, but they wouldn't clamp tight. We tried every fucking trick in the book that we could humanly possibly
you're
figure
gonna lock
out.
the wheels up front before you're gonna lock the back.
Well, I know that, but the back ones should be still gripping hard, whereas mine barely grip. And I currently at that time I have no leaky brake lines. I know they're old and have probably never been replaced.
How about your calipers?
The calipers were new.
Oh, fuck? Cool.
So
Maybe it's also like something like your brake booster that doesn't boost enough.
no, we replaced it. We replaced the booster. We literally spent a whole summer trying to figure out why we couldn't get our brakes to work right. It was the puzzle of the century. And then it was the backlights. I don't know why, but every time I start my car, no matter what I do, Pontiac lights up. Isn't that only supposed to come on when you turn your lights on?
It's supposed to turn on with your parking lights.
Exactly. But for some reason, my lights come on all the time. It's, like I said, pure fucking craziness. That car was so quirky and I loved it. And if you worked on a Fiero, you couldn't say fucking Fiero at least once.
Well, for me, it was more like in French.
But it was the same thing, you know what I mean.
Like, this champ de merde.
I don't know what you said, but that sounded great.
That looks crazy as fucking cool.
You would have laughed at me. My random making people's heads turn speaking French just for my random couple of phrases. Wasn't even thinking. Going to the weed store last week, doing my own little thing. And the lady's like, oh, hello. And I'm like, oh, bonjour. And she looks at me and she's like, I'm like, don't worry, I don't speak French. It's just something I do to throw people off. And she's like, okay, well, I don't know how to speak French. I don't think anybody here speaks French. It was funny. I've been trolling people in Overwatch on it too.
So are we gonna look for a game now? Or?
I'm rolling my joint and then yes.
I ordered food when I joined. I got the food and then ate the food. It's been that long.
Oi, 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 oi. What time do you leave for work anyway?
2 hours.
Okay.
Actually, no. I go in at 3:45, but I gotta call an Uber, so I leave at like 3:20.
Gotta call an Uber.
And it's currently about to be 12.
You're hilarious. I gotta call me an Uber.
I do. I don't have a car yet, and/or a license.
So many people without licenses.
Yep. Without a license, you gotta know how to change a tire, like change oil, check oil, which is very odd.
No, it's not.
No, like it's odd that I know that stuff, even that I don't have a license and or a car.
It means you have common sense.
I bought my car when I was 15 years old and before I had licenses.
Same.
Shut up, March. No one asked.
That's the exact same thing.
Because
My
it
first
was
car
such
was
a
a
hunk of
95
gunk,
Mustang.
and I had so much work to do on it. I figured like, oh, it should be ready for my 16th birthday. It was really, it was ready for my 18th birthday.
Come on, I wanna ready up.
So
Lord.
that's just as bad as me. My first car was a 95 Mustang, but the difference between me and you is my car ran.
I'm gonna bring my dog back in.
My car ran too, on 3 cylinders.
Ooh, that just made me cringe. I don't know. I need to find like some sort of freaking hobby to take up my time now that I don't have a car. And like I don't even know what's going on with whatever my dad decides. I'm good with either or, but I would really like the Lotus. Like reality. And the best part was it was the Savior is the one that I got to see when I was at Bracebridge. Only difference is the one that I seen in Bracebridge was British driving style, so drivers on the left instead of, or on the right instead of the left. Well, you know what I mean. Wait, the other way. Well, whatever. The opposite side.
I gave my dog a French fly.
And this one drives like normal.
Alright, what? I can put music back on. I watched like 3 death battles before we fucking started.
I've literally been staying off Facebook because it makes me sad seeing all the Fieros and everything. And it was really sweet of John, one of the Fiero guys that I've been to shows with before. He even offered to take me to a show or two if I wanted to.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yo.
Hang on. Wait for it. You want mutton? You want mutton?
Mutton.
You want mutton?
Mutton. Mutton.
I'm craving mutton actually. I pocket sim. Okay. She is mine. Okay.
And Jay just got home from work. Oh no, that's about the right time. Wow.
This motherfucking demon lord, I need to present my dominance. Alright, I need to move this Jack in the Box bag. Move!
Bye.
Mine! Fucking mine. I'm killing your ass. Proving dominance on your bitch ass. I need oh, you're not a healer.
Ah, shit.
Why is the side of that Mercy? Oh wait, no, Umbrella is not. Why do my music stop?
Shit.
Yep, they're gonna be pushing our spawn now.
Where am I being shot from? Oh, there.
Mercy.
Fucking Mercy. Battle Mercy to their rescue.
You're fucking mine, bitch.
I just seen him fly across the map and then go off.
Go. Oh, shield broke.
She put her friggin'
Her
sim
shield,
wall,
right there.
like so close to where she had the turrets that you couldn't even shoot them.
Come in.
What?
Sierra, flank from the side. Flank from the side.
I know it's not the
Come back.
regular brand like, but that was $15.
Sierra, when you come back, flank from the side. The side
I
entrance.
am streaming.
Fuck off! You said you didn't love me.
You heard Smokey, he said fuck off, you didn't love him.
Fuck you!
Yeah, it's Smokey. It's his personality.
Fucking mine, bitch. I'm sorry. I need
Mercy
to
killed me.
dominate against the Rhine. He's using the skin I want. So yeah, dominant. See if this works. Nope. Cool.
I will book him the next available trip on a submarine.
Oh my god, I shouldn't have laughed at that.
Was he talking about the submarine people?
He said, he's sorry and next time he'll book you a trip on a submarine.
Yeah, those people didn't even make it the first day. Their
No, it
submarine literally
imploded way
exploded.
before anybody even knew it imploded.
Yeah. Dumbass, dude.
Never trust a Logitech controller. It'll fail you every time. Oh shit.
He did what I tried to do. Fuck. Wait, wait, you motherfucker. We challenge you to a rock.
I'm
I
on
got
point.
that, Anna, at least.
I got point all by myself. I died.
And also you will have to pay.
I hate you. I can't even go anywhere because of damn Mercy.
Also, Bean joined and then she just left.
She probably had to go or she was bored of the car talk. I'm sorry that happened.
It was an hour, you know. I literally gotta eat a meal and enjoy it. I don't enjoy meals while I'm playing games. Ugh. I had 2 fucking Ryans on me. This ain't fair.
I don't need a boot there, and yes, that's right, I need you.
There's just no way that we can win. That was a masterpiece. He rocked too hard because he's not the good man. God damn it, Cage. I love finishing Z. I got put to sleep.
Oh, I thought he would have went in my damn trap, but he just missed it.
Well, you're back.
No, I am not back.
Now you got to blow this fucker down. He's gonna rape me if we do not blow dogs down.
Loss.
I mean, I can't do shit. Like my.
Hold on 1 second. I sure did.
Sure did what? Talk
Oh,
about
I was
40
letting.
minutes.
No, we were just talking, and I said I bought him cookies, and he's like, "Did you buy me the cookies that are in a bag inside of a box inside of a bag?" And I said, "Yeah, I sure did."
Hang on, take your headphones off. I need to yell at Jay real quick.
You're being yelled at.
Hey! Hey! I don't love you anymore.
What'd you say?
I don't love you anymore.
Well, I don't like the fact that I can hear myself in your fucking headphones.
That's why I.
And I don't like the fact that I hear your voice.
So I know I'm not yelling.
Listen, Smokey. Listen.
Yes.
Alright. I've had it up to here with you. And that's about 3 inches past your limit.
Is it taller than mom?
Well, everything's taller than mom.
Uh,
Okay, I need to clip
Mom,
that. Somebody somebody just put a like pin in that?
I don't know how to clip on this shit.
Oh my god, I gotta clip. I gotta
How do you
open my
clip?
Twitch.
I don't know how to clip. I have never needed to clip something in my life.
There.
Usually,
I
quick.
added a clip.
I'm at it up to here with you. Is it taller than mom?
Hello there.
I like how he's just behind me with a coffee.
Someone to tuck
Yep.
you in?
That is how he is, just behind me in a cup with a coffee. With the coffee. What? Yeah, he said you're just standing behind me with a coffee.
Maybe if I do this, we can get sponsors.
Hey, yeah. Oh, wait. Hey, Tim Hortons, we drink enough of this and eat enough of your products. We could just totally, you know, do something. We need to work together. Let us work together, okay?
I have put at least 6 of your employees.
What is a straight up? though,
Yeah,
what is
at
a
least.
sponsorship you would not accept,
A partnership I would not accept.
or just like a sponsor deal, not a sponsor? partnership.
Or a sponsored deal.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not sure. Like
Straight up?
what kind of contents of this like you mean?
Just
Like
any.
anything?
For me personally, I would not accept one from Chick-fil-A. Yes, I love their food, but I do not agree with their what's it called? Their ideals? Is that the word? Is that the word I'm looking
Ideals,
for?
morals, values. Take
They're
your pick.
more basically, because they're very. What's the word? I don't know if I can even say it on stream.
I wouldn't.
Kill the fucking Hanzo! Thank you.
Honestly, I can't think off the top of my head of something I wouldn't say no to. Just because, I mean, I'd have to like look into every company before I did any of that. If that makes sense.
I would love a sponsorship or a partnership with Tostinos. I feel like I could promote that shit like nothing. I'd be like, damn, these fucking pizza rolls are delicious.
I mean, I would love to like, partner up with Tim Hortons for something. That'd be great. I eat and drink enough of Tim Hortons in a week that, I mean,
You just put a...
yeah.
Man, you know what I find very refreshing on a hot summer day? Coca-Cola. You ever
No,
bust out a
it's
nice
like-
hot Coca-Cola in the
It's
middle
like
of the day?
this. Every morning I wake up in the morning and I think, oh, I need that cup of coffee. Where
Oh
do
my-
I go? I go to Tim Hortons.
This isn't your shitty Starbucks.
This isn't your Dunkin' Donuts. This is Tim Hortons.
If I had $1 for...
We're
if I had $1
we're infamous
every
for our
Tim
red
Hortons-
cups and our maple donuts.
If I had $1 for every time I went to Tim Hortons, I would be able to go to Tim Hortons twice the amount that I do now.
If I had $1 for every Tim Hortons every time I went into Tim Hortons, I would be able to afford my own Tim Hortons.
No one's pushing for it.
No, I was blowing shit up. That's what I do. I blow shit. Blow, blow, blow.
Die! 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 Alright, well, that was a very quick match.
It wasn't even that great. Legit, Tim Hortons. Come through. Give me one of those infamous Tim Hortons black cards where I can just walk in and get free stuff. I could use that. That would be amazing. I have an idea. If I get a Tim Hortons black card, just let me go there every day and I'll eat there every day for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
I don't know if I could do that with any restaurant, straight up. I don't think I could eat like breakfast, lunch, and dinner at any restaurant, but I could definitely eat at some restaurants every day.
Yeah, that's hit or miss for me. Some places the cook is not on par that day. So I could never just have one restaurant the rest of my life. Never could I ever. Boo boo boo. Ba-doo-doo-doo, ba-doo-doo-doo. Did we come into it? Oh, we did. Think we can win this? Are we that good?
Huh? Oh shit!
Do you think we're that good?
Leave! I need to leave the spawn room!
I
got
made it
kicked.
out of spawn.
I got kicked. I was on my phone. I didn't even know we were in a fucking match.
Oh. Rip, did you just leave the group too?
No. It just kicked me out of the match though.
I'll be
Rip.
right back.
Yup. Oh, excuse me. Oh, my nose is so itchy. Oh, wow. Do, 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 do. I don't like how you can't pin. That's weird.
Huh? I literally got kicked out of the game. I couldn't even leave spawn in time.
Okay, I want to do this really quickly.
Pierre, are you mad that I called you short, basically?
No.
3 inches above your limit. Is it taller than mom? Now we got to blow this buffer. I will forever be sad that I couldn't get the new highlight intro for Reaper in the Battle Pass last season.
Now, hopefully, when somebody follows...
Can I host? Still? I don't think I don't know how to host anymore. Oh, you have merch.
I do. I really want one of my own sweaters.
Games on the go. I miss Rogue Company. I remember when we would play that. Hello? Did you end stream? Why did
No,
you
no,
leave?
no.
Oh, no. Okay, for some reason it took me to my homepage, like, as if stream ended.
Fuck, that won't work. Why are... Oh my god. I'm never gonna spell this right. Feel like I'm partially dyslexic. Okay, so now hopefully I won't have my other ones appear as well now. Did it freeze? No, it's working. I think. Yeah, it's working.
This rabbit has fainted again.
Alrighty.
Rabbit.
Oh my god. My god, I gotta tell March that was funny. He clipped it and named it Mommy Got Burned. Oh, that's great. You know what? We're in unranked, so this won't matter.
What's up?
I said we're in unranked, so this won't matter. I
Can't
played
you
May
pass
for this seasonal or event shit or whatever it is.
torn into pieces? You won't get copyrighted if I sing songs, right?
I can potentially, yes. That's why I warn you about it every time.
God, I love Slipknot.
I haven't listened to Slipknot in a while. I did listen to Korn the other day. I had my headphones on. I was sitting outside, and I was smoking a joint, and all of a sudden, Korn came on my my Spotify playlist, and I'm like, well, shit, I haven't heard this in a long time. I'm totally down for it. Just haven't heard it in a long time.
My God, I always forget how slow the turning is in fucking Overwatch.
That's why I have my mic sensitivity really high.
My sensitivity's high as fuck too. They got a hammy. That's gonna be quite tricky for me to knock off. Damn it. Damn it, I tried to time it. Oh! I'm not gonna be able to get the ball unless it's on the floor, so...
Ball was half. Damn, I should have went into like freeze mode. Oopsie.
There's a lesson in every mistake. Enemy turret just blew up.
Woo! Aw. I thought I got two. Oh! Everything.
I sucked. But in all fairness, I'm just doing seasonal shit. Or event shit.
I don't
It's one of the two.
I don't do the season challenges unless it's like someone I plan on playing. So May.
Well, for me, it just gives me something to do in the game.
Scanning.
What, you don't enjoy playing with your child?
I never said I don't enjoy doing stuff
Look
in the
to
game.
your
It just
left.
gives me like something to like work towards.
Work together.
I'm
Look
an
at-
achievement person, so
Look
like
at me.
let me get my fucking
Look at me.
achievements, bitch.
Look at me. Look at me. I'm a lion and you're a penguin. Alright, if this works how I want it to,
Ah! And Pharah sucks.
they got a Pharaoh?
Yes.
Enemy turret just blew up.
You know what?
Don't get the objective.
Fuck that Pharah. See how I rolled? Fuck that Pharah. See? Told you.
They got a junker. They're saying go squash.
They can say whatever they want.
Bye bye. Oh, really? I got so ulted in that little crevice arrow. Bastion Schwash. Was it the? Yeah, it was the fucking arrow that said it.
I don't care. That's how I deal with pharaohs.
So she's dead. Once my charge gets up.
As I said, I don't give a shit.
I teabagged her though.
Yeah, and then once I died to her twice, that was it. Fuck you. I break out Bastion.
I love that little crevice as Reinhardt.
Yeah, I got two out of that, so now I only need two more, and I got that one done.
I might save up for the Viking skin, but I do like the Magni one a little more than the Viking, to be honest.
I wish I knew whether or not the skins that come up on the battle pass will eventually be sold in stores. I wish I knew if that was a thing or
They
not.
won't. I've told you this like 3 times. They won't.
I don't want to miss out on the Sarissa skin.
Fiero, it won't.
I really don't want to miss out on the Sarissa skin.
Fiero, the only way you're gonna get the Sarissa skin is buying the battle pass. Like, it is not gonna come out in shop. It has been 4 seasons, and none of the skins have came yet from the
I
battle pass.
honestly haven't even paid attention or whether or not they were there.
I just checked because I'm like, I want a Reaper skin. Oh, have you seen the Aztec one that I showed you for
Yeah,
Reaper?
you showed me that one, yeah.
I'm gonna get that one. Ram or Ryan?
The Ram on this map.
Not Wody is a top 500 player. What?
I don't know.
Oh, you can private your stuff. Sick.
Plan accordingly.
They got a sim as well. sim turn up there.
Ryan got me.
I still think we can win.
Wake up, gravity, put on, wake up.
They claim the robot. Frankly, a little rude. We can stop them pushing.
Ah.
Buckle my shoe. There's mayhem. They took the lead. Let's get it back.
Okay, we're going this way. This is where you guys want to go. Shit. He went on like pure rampage.
Ryan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm ready. They're moving the barricade. Stop them.
Oh, I hate you even more, right? Oh, Sombra's behind.
Keep a fat lad down.
Life protects life.
Ah!
Don't tell anyone.
On my way. Damn it, I thought I had my fire strike.
I still think we can win.
Hey. A pleasure.
careful. Okay.
Let's give it a fair shake, mate.
God, if my teammates were pumped.
Let the Kitsune guide you.
Oh my god, how the hell did I die to that? Yeah, it was purely Ride who killed me.
The battle ignites me.
Think we can win?
My ultimate is charging.
I'm on fire.
Get the robot to the barricade. I love pushing this barricade.
They've taken the pause.
Ah. Come on, someone push this shit up, please.
I'm on fire!
I'm on fire.
Oh my god, the Sombra will be the death of me.
Oh, the Sombra fucking just got rid of the life weaver's ult.
Oh, he stopped his ult.
Yeah.
He's like Riptree.
No, that's our teammate. My god, if I have to deal with these sim turrets. Firo, they're like grouped up, and you only got one.
Yeah, I was pushing for more, but I'll take what I can get.
Oh, come on, spawn. Oh man.
Nope.
I'm a just try to. I need them to stay alive. I need them to stay alive.
I couldn't.
Stay alive, please.
Stop them, and we wait for the Crusaders.
Damn.
He pushed me off it. That was smart. I tried. That was a good life weaver though. I've never see any of those.
The other day, I had one of the best life weavers, and he managed to keep up with me and how much healing I was doing, and I was actually impressed. Because it never happens to have like a good life weaver. We never will gonna live forever. Infinite lives. Infinite lives. We are gonna live forever.
Hey Fiero, do you have your drops enabled for Overwatch?
Should.
Hopefully, cause they're doing drop like not what's the word? Yeah, drops. I don't think you do.
Let me check. Yeah, I do.
Huh. My progress isn't going up for some reason.
You know, I have it set as drops enabled.
So, how'd you pull all those heists? And
The second Avatar movie's on Disney Plus.
I already watched it. I was disappointed. Severely disappointed. Not even slightly, but fucking severely.
Of what? Of Avatar?
Yeah. They
Why?
could have done it way better. I don't know. It didn't really feel like it tied into the other Avatar movie, and there's supposed to be like 4 of them in total, or 5 of them in total.
Okay.
But, I mean, it was good. It's just, I expected it to be better. That's all I can say about it.
I'm not letting go of the objective.
Jesus.
Is that a one-ton?
They just switched out. They were running Orisa.
No, they we have a one-ton.
Oh, I don't know. I wasn't paying attention who we had, to be honest.
Death ignited.
Move, bitch. Get out my way. Damn. Haha, you got in a trap. Kill him. How do you catch a Genji? Place a trap for him.
Peak performance.
Ah. Oh my god, there's gonna be Genji popping point soon, and he's gonna take me out again. I'll take it, I'll take it.
Remain with firelight.
This looks like the best team in the solar system.
The thing on the back of Life Weaver's skin that's moving, like the weird little flower, it looks like a target.
Mm-hmm.
Just want to point that out.
Nah, man, a burger.
I still have half of this sandwich.
This situation I need help.
I need help, but that was funny. You really want to dance around me again, Genji? You want to play that game?
Keep a bad lad down.
There's a Lucio up top.
feel comfortable up here. Maybe I should stay up here.
Getting out of there.
Ah.
And you're still alive. Not being touched. Go, 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 go.
That tree. That tree fucked me. I think someone's trying to go behind. But I can't tell.
We won? How the fuck did we win?
Because we kept them off point? Duh.
Team trash. Who are you, bitch? You're a Kiriko. Shut your fucking ass up.
Are you on an open mic in the thingy?
No. Why? Do you hear my video?
No, because it says, please stop talking. Your ash is amazing.
No.
Interesting. Weird. You make me wanna do. You do the top, and there's nothing I can do.
Well, Fiera, how would I talk with an open mic if my mic is connected to my laptop?
I don't know. You never know. Strange shit.
If I was on PS5, then it would make sense, because PS5 does have the thing.
You make me want to do. You take me to the top, and there's nothing I can do.
Now entering Warfare Deck. Select your hero.
Plenty of bones to go around.
I guess we're not that different. I say,
Bouncy. Bouncy, bouncy.
Got one of them banders arms stuck between the molars.
Let me out.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attack on this. Action object.
Oh. Owie. I mean, they didn't realize they're somewhat on point, but whatever.
Why did you have to say something?
It seems our tests were inconclusive.
Who was on point? Was it our Hanzo?
No, it was our Moira. Out of all the things. Okay, Moira is gonna stay on point. Good, good, good.
Uh-oh.
Shit.
With the payload, Bogamish.
Got the victory fever.
Our Moira was literally like, dude, get back here.
She's not wrong.
Oh fuck, that was the wrong place. Uh-oh, this is gonna hurt.
It hurt me bad.
Alright, I do got my ult though. Akembo?
A taste of poison.
Go Pierre, go, they're slow,
Nope.
they're slower.
Nope. I wasn't expecting to have that much firepower. I would have went the other way.
Unassailable prowess. The payload moves towards our desired outcome.
Hey Piero, you like corn?
Like the band or the food?
The food, corn.
Yes, of course I do.
Okay.
I put it in like everything too.
Me and my friends were having an argument where all my half white and half Mexican friend was all like, I hate corn now. It's like, your half side showing, bro. Your white side showing.
No, I
And
fucking
he's
love
like, why
corn.
people fucking, and he was like, why people fucking love corn? And I asked my like pure white friend, you like corn? Nah, I fucking hate corn. Is there a Bastion? Where's there a Bastion? Oh, he's dead.
He was in the doorway over there.
Oh. Fucking take gift of the century.
Exactly. Everybody gets all salty because it's, you know, a game, but it's just fucking quick play. I think I'm getting pretty close to the season. No, I am not. I need 100 of unranked. I have 24. I should switch to tank next round and do my
Why?
mitigation shit for the event.
Why?
Actually, I'll just play Bastion. Oh, for the event, you gotta do a 60,000 mitigation.
I think I have that already.
I don't, because I've been playing heals or DPS most of the time.
Where is it?
It's under the season stuff. Not the battle pass, the season. Under the challenges section.
No, I don't see one.
If you go to where it says challenges in your menu, it'll say daily, weekly, season event. If you go to season,
There's no Gate one for me.
and then, or not, isn't it not in season, in event, sorry. It's a key quest in the event. It says mitigate a total of 60,000.
Yeah, I've done all the challenges. I just need to play Mystery Heroes.
I hate Mystery Heroes.
Mystery Heroes? Yeah, Mystery Heroes. Turn that motherfucker.
Aw, did you have to break the Bastion?
Not your skin. I was gonna say, I thought he was your skin too.
I love this skin. I've never changed it once I got it. There's probably better ones. It's just whatever. I mean, that was my first death, so.
Heal! Well, you tried.
It's okay, I got my ult. I'm pretty good with my ult. I can at least get one, normally.